Namaskar, good morning. This is Suraj Singh from Faridabad, Bharat. In connection with soul numbers, yesterday I started the series regarding how to understand soul and how to understand this field. This is a new field for you, man. For you, you might have heard about soul, but this is a different kind of talk I'm making, and this is in relation to how soul works and operates as a human being. Soul is there's a wide spectrum, but what I'm talking is something, a movement of soul to our body. And soul can be called spirit also, because spirit means strength of soul, which can be a measurable unit. It will measurement in understanding only in relation. Otherwise, it can be measured is your contemplation, which is something different. Yesterday, I explained to for about quarter to 2 hours relation to the theory of that subject behind which we can understand how it works. It's an imaginary subject, nothing to do with reality, and no evidence can be produced to you. And you have to see yourself if you will like this subject, to prefer this subject, to believe this, you see this. Otherwise, it's up to you. Means there's no compulsion of force in this connection. Yesterday, I explained to you about how it works through human being and what is in relation to palms and hands connected to our brain medically as well as spiritually. All those talks were made regarding numbers and parameters of numbers and something else. So many documents have been placed on this video, and you can browse through those documents, which are very important. There are many more important documents there which are in relation to the subject, and many old videos I have put in there in Hindi as well as in English. But those videos are not very brilliant videos because they were kept 10 years back. But now I am putting this from analytical point of view. Means you must understand, or we must understand, what does it mean. Means being a qualified person, I cannot understand, I cannot believe something blindly. I have to use my mind and my emotions both to understand something new. Though it is not new, it is existing, it has been existing for centuries and years. And one should not blindly have any faith in something which one cannot understand. Now, there is something regarding which I'm interested to talk to you about this issue, and that is past history of world, which can be said that it is a reliable history, and it constituted universe in a different fashion, which I have a file here on this subject, which I am going to explain to you that file, and that gives longevity of past, and that is yugas, and you understand what yugas are. Yugas is very different topic, very different understanding. We just understand through pundits and all those, which is not a reliable one. But here there's a file that's name is Evaluation and Development of History of Universe Cycle, and I have placed three suppositions on this subject, yugas. Yuga means era of universe through which movement works. And this is there is a, you can say, complete tabulation on Excel form I put in. This is universe cycle of evolution and development, and it is a kind of hypothesis. And you must understand what hypothesis is. This is hypothesis means where there can be no proof, and this is below a principally developed theory. It's all hypothesis. In this, I am considering system year, which is 360 Earth years. This universe is a system. There is a year defined in this system, which is system year, and this system year has an equivalence of 360 Earth years. This is basic assumption made in here. Now let us go to first consideration, in which I start with zero yug. You can say zero means where something starts, and we call it adi. Adi means origin, and you understand what is origin. If you have a graphics or x-axis and y-axis, x-axis is horizontal and y-axis is vertical, and there's z-axis. This is perpendicular to all those two planes. So this is zero there. On one side is x positive, on the other side is x negative. and in the second direction is y positive up and y positive down. So there is a connection that is zero or origin that is called, and this is soul power origin. This is called Adi in Sanskrit. And this system here, in first assessment, I have taken 8. Say, it took 8 system years for this Adi, and in this time there was no human existence in in this world. So if you take 8 years of system and each year of our 360 to system in relation, it counts to 2880 earth years for this Adi Yuga. This is a supposition. Then go to next one, and that is considered 9. That is Shakti, means power. Power of absolute formation. Power of absolute formation, and that is another 9 system years. 9 system years multiplied by 360 goes to 3240 years. This is Shakti years, and in this country, Bharat, we call Shakti means Devis, female gods. In this same era, I understand mathematics generated. Mathematics did not exist before that. Mathematics means whole mathematics I'm talking. I'm not simply talking arithmetic or mensuration. I am talking all subjects currently available in mathematics, including algebra, calculus, and all types of trigonometry, for example. Spiritual in this yuga means all these subjects were developed by universal power, by whatever name you call it. No means of reiteration of this statement. It's up to you. But description wise, it is understood that Shakti means power, is a resemblance to a woman, a female, Devis, and also the power of intellectual, because mathematics is first subject in the universe that started making universe itself. Because without mathematics science cannot work, without mathematics mind cannot work, without mathematics the counting cannot be made, without mathematics calculations cannot be made, without mathematics nothing can be used. And mathematics is a root of education, is a root of development, is root of understanding, root of transactions, root of life, and without mathematics nothing is possible. We may not understand this, we may not have a concept like that, but fact is that we are currently using mathematics in counting days, counting weeks, counting months, counting years, counting population, counting everything, counting air, counting whatever we count, estimate, to do something that basis upon mathematics, which is generally ignored by common people, because mathematics means use of mind analytically. It's not you cannot cram mathematics, you cannot memorize mathematics, because maths means use of mind. So this era of Shakti, that is 9, power of absolute formation, means mathematics is a power which devised a base for further development of materials as well as of spirit, means soul. So this is standard time after Adi, which started evolution of universe, understandably, imaginably, not evident, of course. Then come to next one, and that's called eighth. Zero has gone, ninth has gone, we are now entering eighth. Eighth means sansthan, means establishment. Eight is very important and significant from establishing point of view. Establishment means institutions, and institution is sansthan. Formation of permanent units, you can say. Establishment is like permanent body. For years and years and decades to come depends upon how long that body is required in current time. Similarly, it was that time, Sansthan Yuga, and that is eighth. It comprises, of course, considerably 8 yuga years, hence universe years, which is again multiplied by 360, which takes you to 2880 Earth years, equal to same as was consumed by origin of soul power in Adi Yuga. This 2880 years are adequate enough for what? For formation of powers. Eighth, powers means I'm calling this powers as devtas. In our culture we call devtas, and we also call universe creation, creation of this universe and other universes. You may say, I am calling other universes. I am calling other universes because there's no one universe. There are unlimited number of universes which we cannot see, but we can feel, or we may not even feel. We have to understand that. We may understand in this life, or we could understand in our past births, or some may understand when we go back to our permanent home, which is called heavenly abode. This earth is not our permanent home. We know it very well. We came one day on a plan, and we have to demit this earth one day on that plane. No one can stop this. No one can help it. It has to happen on same time, same day when my plan is fixed. Therefore, there is no question of having any regret, or we are not to say rest in peace, because there is no question of rest in peace. Another assignment is waiting for you. So, however, I continue back to what that's applied mathematics in the same era. Applied mathematics. Why can applied mathematics? Because mathematics was already designed in ninth yuga, that was Shakti yuga, or Power yuga, or Devtas yuga, mathematics yuga, Devi's yuga, spiritual yuga. That base was original. It was a type of science, but that science was required to be applied to universe, and that application started in eighth yuga, which is yuga of establishment. Establishment started in this period. Establishment means executive of establishment were devtas. They were created or they were born. That is mythology, you call it, but it is a fact that something might have happened, because we cannot prove it, but it is an understanding, it is an imagination how to keep this chain running. Means we are going a type of creation of a chain, just like it happens in investigation of criminal cases. They keep all, they search all evidences and try to put one after another and after another a sequence so that thing is clear. What happened must be clear. So it happened at that time. Devtas were generated, universe was created because mathematics was available. Applied mathematics were started, it worked, and universe created and developed. This is what this Sansathan does. And then down to seventh one. Now we are changing our work from eighth up to eighth. You can say it was a type of engineering and science. Now come to seventh, where something else comes in, and records establishes that it is called Satya. We call Satya Yug. Truth. Satya means truth. Truthful life performance. Though it might not be there, but we understand it was a truthful life performance in Satya Yug. And it was Yuga of, it had taken years, approximately 77 years of universe, which is multiplied by unit of 360, leads to an answer 27,720 Earth years. In Satya Yuga, in this first consideration, there are three considerations. This one I am telling you first one. Two more I'll explain, because this must be understood what I want to say. I just don't want to run blindly. I want reader or viewer should understand my mind first, what I want to say. I cannot prove it. No one has proved so far. All are assumptions. If you talk to some holy guru, they will not tell you anything because they don't understand all mathematics. They will say what they empirically what they want to say. I'm not telling something empirically. I'm assuming something, and based on that assumption, I am trying to analyze, synthesize, and answer. And that is this Satyayug comprised of 27,720 Earth years. And in this there is reference of King, like King Harishchandra. Harishchandra, you must be knowing, is very, very well named, famous name, eminent name in world history. This Harishchandra, who was in long back chain of Bhagwan Ram family. Bhagwan Ram, Lord Ram, Bhagwan Ram belong to same family where forefathers were Harishchandra and Satya. Harishchandra is a legend of truth. We just call, oh, you are Satyavadi Harishchandra. We call sometimes in taunting way and sometimes in honorable way. However, Asura Raktbij was also available in the same time. You know Asura Raktbij? If you don't know, I just give reference. Asura Raktbij was a powerful devil on earth or in skies and universe, whose one blood, you can say one drop of blood, if fell on ground, it would create another clone of Asurak beach. This was design, basic design of this power. It was a power. You cannot say it was just a human being or it was just he was a power, because each drop blood, each drop of his blood fell on drop on the ground, created one more exactly similar nature, similar character person, that is Rakbij. And in same time, Parameshwar Kali, God Kali, Parameshwar Kali, people call Mata Kali. I'm not calling Mata. I'm not calling Mata because she was not Mata. She was Parameshwar, honor of universe. She has power of both, all. Kali, I understand. This is Kali means Kal, power of call, in charge of call, and call means time. It means everything is running in time. You say call is call. It's nothing to do with black, nothing to do with incorrect understanding. She was Devi, power, God. She was single, nothing to do with any family. She was actually both genders and in charge of time. And one who is in charge of time is in charge of everything in time. So this was that Satyam, Truth Yug. Kali was a truth, and Harishchandra was a truth, and Rakbij was truth. At that time, there was no Ram, there was no Krishna, nothing. Just this reference I'm giving to you. So many good and bad things happened, bad transactions happened in those days, and which we you all know about that. And now I need to explain because my scope is limited to understanding about longevity of this, if yoga existed at all, because time is same always. There is no separate lines, silver line of time, and universe is the same, has been working in similar pattern since it was started. So let us go to sixth one. Sixth one is Shat Yug. We call in Sanskrit Shat. One is significant Satya, we call Sat. So this sixth one, this was sixth means I suppose a sixth means mind, and it means process, it means thinking, it means contemplation, and it means processing. You can say analysis, you may say design, you may say construction, you may say work research, and karma, all in general are covered under sixth, which is very big discipline in universe. And expectedly, it had 66 universe year multiplied by 360 earth years, which goes to an answer 33,760 years. 23,760 years. This period might have been consumed in activities related to researches by rishis, munis, and scientists. I consider rishis equivalent to scientists because rishi is a twisted word, it is a tortured word. It should have been researchers, rishis, who sees again and again on the same subject. Rishis means scientists, researchers. Researchers, either research words were taken out of this rishis or rishi was taken out of researcher. I cannot say, but they were all scientists. They were soul scientists, they were spiritual scientists, they were physical and mechanical scientists. They had adequate knowledge which we might not have today. But there was another word, applied spiritualism, applied solism, because all these pertain to processes, work, work creation, jurisdictions of justice, and calculations and constructions in this period of sixth sun. So researches of rishis and scientists and applied spiritually activities. It means there's no description of this. This can be defined further, but just I'm telling you in very brief. Then go to number five, and that is punch. After six comes five here, and it means controls, monitor, science, and happened in 55 universe years, means 360 multiplied by, which takes you to 19,800 earth years. And disciplines that might have taken up in this were applicable sciences and mathematics, Panchatattva, five elements you can say in this period. Panchatattva might have been created and applied spiritual work. This this could be sub-disciplines that would probably happen in Panch period, Panch Yuga. Then further climb down and go to fourth one, Charit, Charit, and it stood for might be move, solve, and dynamize. Move, solve, and dynamize in a duration of 44 universe years and 360 if multiplied by answers 15,840 earth years. This period could be used by power of this universe into activities as such development based on achievements, means whatever achievements so far we got up to fifth yuga. This could be used further for development of universe. And charitra, character, and charitra, against charitra, character, and characterization, power of charitra, activities of charitra, parameters of charitra, creation. And then we come down to three, treta, three. This is make-up formation. So sequence is going further down of Treta, and Treta Yuga could consume 33 Earth years, universe years, which a multiplied by 360 Earth years answers to 11,880. And in this period specifically, Ram Bhagwan was available specifically, which resulted into Ramayana in Treta Yuga, and this was only a specialty of this time, which further goes down to two, that is Dwapar, second, and it constituted about material related life that consumed about 22 universe years. If multiplied by 360, results in 7,920. This is material importance and the domination time. Both things occurred in this. And they say that Kala Yuga has come, Kal Yuga has come. People say that, I don't believe that. But in this theory of chart, of calculations of time, I'm just indicatively taking that, but I don't believe that Kal Yuga is working. Still, I believe Dwapar is there. I'll explain why Dwapar is working, but let us first finish. Let us say if Kali Yuga is there, as people say, as learned people say, or spiritual people say, or those people who are linked to this type of work, they say Kali Yuga is working. Though I don't believe that. It's a mechanism related and could consume eight universe years, and 360 factor gives it to 2,880 earth years. And you can say real time mix of every achievement, evolved imparting art and value to development when material does not dominate. Now I'll say why I said it doesn't pertain to Kali Yuga. I say what was happening in Krishna time, in Dwapar time, in second Yuga time. Same thing is still ongoing. There were so many reverses to see. If you compare Ram and see Ram and Krishna, both are plus and minus. What Ram says, the Krishna is opposite. Ram believes in so many things, in which Krishna believes differently. This was I will tell you is Krishna Yuga is a practical type Yuga if you consider in current age, while Ram Yuga appears to be ideal time Yuga And if you say Satya Yuga is Harishchandra, his four foreign fathers to Bhagwan Ram, there's a completely truth-based view. Satyameva Jayate was in those times, so we call Satyameva Jayate. Now there's no Satyameva Jayate. Now there's Satyameva is Jhootmeva now. Jhootmeva Jayate. And in country, not only in our country, in every country of globe, Satyameva Jayate is only in statement, only in government offices. There is no Satyameva Jayate these days because 99% people don't speak truth. So that is only an idealism in mind, nothing practically. Same thing what I'm saying, what happened in Dwapar Yuga, in Krishna time, same time continues to run yet today. Means everybody on earth is interested in making money, in using life to pleasure. No sacrifices are accepted. Only hardly 1% or 2% people are busy in sacrifices. All are enjoying everything. All are enjoying universe. All are enjoying family. All are enjoying. Nobody wants to sacrifice. That is a reason. Plus or minus. If it is good or it is bad, you don't care. You want to use it. You want to earn it, and you will live comfortably. Nobody wants to sacrifice. As a second Yuga is still moving according to me. No more Kali Yuga has come because Kali Yuga is completely different. Kali indicates mechanism. Kali indicates complete, yes, mechanism is there, but it's not that high profile mechanism which would be available in Kali Yuga. So people have different conceptions, that's why they are saying. However, I'm not related to that. What I'm saying is, what I mean is some notes I have given when numeral 1 ends, time of 0 starts. Now, Kali Yuga is number 1 and they will start with 0 because it's a perpetual connection circle. It's not a rectangular square. 0 and 1 are both adjacent to each other. And universe is destroyed at the end of one and cycle, and evolution and development restarts. So this is a perpetual cycle. History makes itself. It will take how many years? In this calculation, if I have summed up all these Earth years and this each Earth year and this system year, in this calculation of 9 yugas come to 330. This is system years. Now, if there is 330, if multiply 360, and you can say it gives to 118800 years. This is in this calculation. This is 1,18,800 Earth years. But I think this is lower profile. This appears to be reliable, but I don't think this is correct because this is just a base of theory I've given you. I consider this is too low because I don't think this universe started only 1.19 lakh years before. It happens to be much more before that. So what I did, this was my first assumption. I did second assumption. And that is different. The same chart, same design, same consideration, everything is same. Calculations are same. I'm taking everything there. You see, I have taken in calculation kilometers of this universe. I have taken volume of universe. I have calculated number of solar systems in that. These are very funny, but let me first finish about second consideration, which is based on same pattern, but I have augmented this system years. For example, there were 8, 9 in beginning. 8 was for Adi and 9 was for Shakti, and they continued like that. What I did, I augmented that number. For example, Adi, it was 8 in that consideration. I am taking 88 here. Then means I have just multiplied by 10. Not all, some. And then it comes to, if you use this one, it comes to a different value. There were 330 universe years in all yugas, and here it comes to 3630 universe years. And when it is further added up using and converting it to earth years, this sums up to 1 crore. You see, 1306800. This is 130,6,800. 1 crore 30 lakhs. 1 crore, yes, 1.3 crores it is, much higher than previous one. And this appears to be little reasonable, but not guaranteed for anything because nobody knows about that. This is second assumption. Now, if you go to next one, which is furthermore augmented in this, though which may be explanatory higher than understanding, and I just put in place of 88, you can say 8 was multiplied by 111, all in first assumption multiplied by 111. So Adi is 888 is system years, Shakti is 999 system years, and accordingly total system years result here is 306, 366 and 30, means 36,630 system years, which further computes to 131,86,800, means 1.32 crores. So this is a real-time mix of every achievements, and contemplation appears to be overestimated. This may be over-enthusiastic, but there is nothing. We are just brainstorming about this subject, how it would be and what could happen. It may be this one. Out of these three propositions, there could be one or none, or there could be in between some. This is just the method. This is just how I thought, how I contemplated, how I could reach there to this figure, just to know at least one thing is clear, even if number of years is not accurate, but systematic approach to classification of yugas may be acceptable, because in sequence all these activity must have been performed before reaching where we are. This was only purpose of this table and this file, and I'll say universe volume and number of solar systems which have been calculated on this small table further given up. And this says, first of all, I'll explain to you something. I'm using somewhere octalion, a mathematical term, octalion, which means 10 to power 27 is called octalion. Similarly, there may be some term like millennium, which is about 10 to the power 3003. These are higher mathematical units, not usually happening in our day-to-day calculations, but in this such vast calculations of the universe, which is unlimited, unknown, these mathematical terms are applied. And this is the beauty of our culture in this country and other countries. We have to use such high-profile units. But formula and giving same, there's no way. So in this calculation, I used and worked out based on this that there would be, you can say, so much gigantic volume of universe is that there could be about 8, 8 and there would be 0, about 38 zeros with that. If you write 8 and write 38 zeros along, means 8, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 upon 38 times. That number would be additional solar systems in universe. This universe, as you can see, if you consider solar system as a universe, for example, let us consider the universe of Brahmanical. There will be what I told you, 8 placed with 38 zeros further Brahmans or solar systems based on a calculation there. And this is very complicated work which I did in the contemplation. And in addition to that, I'll try to give you some additional something very important, which is not like this. Something very important in the fact that there is a hypothesis. I put on a word file. It's a hypothesis, which is very small document to my understanding, but a powerful one to know that where we how many, how it works. What I've taken on this. This is called hypothesis on a thought. What I did in this, I say just applied it's numbers, values, and this topic is based on a consideration of 200 centimeter square brain surface. You get my what I'm saying? You are a human being, you have a brain, your head, you can say your head. My thesis says that if you consider on an average brain size 200 centimeter square surface area, this topic is based on consideration of 200 centimeter square brain surface as computer silicon chips, which you call SIM card. Silicon card are monolithically formed, electromagnetically operating to produce an equivalent monitorial project, monitorial projection based on my micron unit, which is used in computers, that is 10 to power minus 6. You know mathematics, you understand that. If you don't understand 10 to power minus 6, but you understand simple value, I would say 1 divided by 10 to power 6. That is called 10 to power minus 6. This mathematics, this body is meant on minus, the electron word is minus, it's not plus. In chemistry, we read electron, proton, neutron, and all that we study. The electron carries negative unit, while proton carries positive unit, and neutron carries no unit. So, according to micron value, monitorial projections shall be 10 to minus 6 square per unit, which forms a human global oracle of 200 square centimeter on our head, forming about 80 meter ball, 80 meter diameter global sheet on every head in uncompressed state ought to be had on every normal and sound mind fully acting during sleep. You got what I said? A human being I am. I am a normal mind. I am not scientist. I am not doctor. I am just living in. Just in a normal way with sound mind I can think, I can work, I can do whatever I want normally. This means my head is having 200 centimeters square here. If I suppose, and that 200 centimeter square, if I use computer power of 10 to power minus 6 and find out projected area, and this means when my head which I'm got aura about that, if it opens or it gets activated unchipped form, it gives you a ball size 80 meter on your head, which is invisible. This means what I'm speaking about. And that 80 meter means, what is 80 meter, you may ask you? If you take average 4 meter height of a developed building, I'm not taking less, let us say 4 meters. If you take 20-story building, that size of ball is resting on your head in spiritual form or in magnetic form or in software form. Everybody who is living must have this one, otherwise brain doesn't work. Now, taking into this account, if you consider A4 size paper, we generally use A4 size paper in writing on books. If you project this ball of 80 meters sphere surface and take consideration of A4 size paper, you shall find that 4 lakh pages can be accommodated into this software oracle ball. This means every person, normal mind, normal sound mind, has a capacity to memorize 400,000 or 4 lakh equivalent pages written material in life. But how and where it works, that is question. This cycle of deep thinking may generate one more degree of chip if you just keeping on thinking and thinking and thinking efficiently using this. Concentrate on that, you will reach one more cycle. It is saying instead of 10 to the power 6, you may enhance that value to 10 to the power 7 and keep on enhancing in your studies. As much as mind you use, it will go on increasing, and you may take it to power minus 55, 10 to power minus 55, where I can say unlimited control, and you will hold there for time being. And once you hold there at degree of 10 to power minus 55, you can say if you calculate there, you will find where sky lies possible, which results that could be 2.52 into 10 to the power 23 kilometer in 55th power calculation. Means when you reach 10 to the power minus 55 from 10 to the power minus 6 is level, you will find a distance of 2.52 into 10 to the power 23, means 2, 5 and 23 zeros. That could be location of first sky. That is meant by this mathematical calculation. And further, if it is done, it is done further, calculations are done, I have worked out that there could be an oracle from 24 municipal by chip capacity may be termed sky threshold or sky line visible from Earth, and sky continues furthering to unimaginable greater extents in this zone. Full knowledge is expected to be available for a professing person to draw as an answer to any query. This is an only route which is available to provide nexus to this location, continuous concentration and multiplied thinking, and thinking is conducted, right? This was, you can say, this is a thesis, as this is a development of something from mind. And during sleep, soul travels in person's oracle. This is called oracle. This ball I am calling oracle. And what I understand that when you sleep, so your soul part, main part comes off your body and moves in this oracle for being fully active, enabling itself to open any of stored files and interacts with other persons. Oracles and attains competency to draw as well information, communication from nature in all forms. It is contemplated. The stars may be located in skyline profile. And then I tried further calculations on that skyline. I came to, it's very small, this reading a bit difficult. I came to further conclusion that oracle diameter form its rings of 25 centimeter to 2.5 to 10 to the power 23 kilometers in 55 steps, and that of a subnormal brain vary from 25 centimeter, 80 centimeter, 2.25, 2.5 meter, 8 meter, etc. There is a calculation of that, and that calculation has been put on a file which is also there. That file is there. I'll give you that one. I'll show you which file is that. So I written here a note that skyline may be at a distance of 2.5 to 10 to the power 23 kilometers from Earth. This is one answer. I mean, still not exactly answer. This is a supposition. Skyline may be located at 2.52 into 10 to the power 23 kilometers from Earth, and stars population could be 2 into 10 to the power 27 numbers. See difference? 2 into 10 to the power 27 numbers, and this has been considered only by consideration, not exactly measurements. I considered gap between two stars equal to 15 crore kilometers. Gap between two stars equal to 15 crore kilometer, because I considered Earth and Sun distance 15 kilometers. Two stars must be distant apart to that level. That's why I considered. This was my concept. Then there is another file which I just talked to you. That is hypothesis. Hypothesis on Excel, which you may open later on. See, I'm just explaining to you what is all about that. And that file is hypothesis. And what it gives you is starts for calculations. And you, when you have time, you can open that. It gives you minute calculations regarding size of this aura. I started with chip capacity minus power. I taken given this file, 0.1 first one means 1 over 10, and then 10 means only this consideration size is 0.1, which is you can say consideration of chip capacity. This is in minus power 10 to the power minus 1 is 0.1, and it continues up to 10 up to 55 and 60 value, minus 60 and 60 value. And from this first column, and another column gives you projected area, and then a consideration of 200 centimeter square brain size. All values are given here. What size of brain is one size of brain in various considerations, and what size of oracle erupting out of that. All these calculations are available in this file known as Excel mathematics, Excel hypothesis. You can go through that and various. It's not worth reading here all this because it's a long data, and is there no meaning just to speak about. You have to see yourself. Only then you may understand something. So there are so many other files I just placed on this. These files you have to read yourself. Otherwise, it will be very difficult to understand this subject, this topic. You may not call it subject because this is not a recognized subject, but this is personal level subject. It's up to you to have it or not to have it. Appraisal of, if you can have appraisal, it's your interest. So I have spoken about yogas. I have spoken about oracle and oracle size. I've spoken about uh, I would say something else about the formula that I have used in this document, in this understanding this subject, and are those are various small designs of formulas in this. For example, I am trying to give you number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6. Now let us start number 3. I put some files there in this, and this is number 3 is opening. What it is? It is nothing very specific. This is a one page design, and it gives you a triangle, 3 sides. This triangle, 3 sides means we have to use simple numbers on this. I have put a triangle. I extended all these 3 lines further out of figure. So this is like you can say this is 3 lines and then 1 line here and 1 line here and 1 line. Further extended all these 3 lines. Now we start number ones. Let us say I start from one extended line. It says 1. Then it goes to say 2 to next extended portion, 1 2, and then goes to further extended portion 3, 1 2 3 in one direction. That's either the clockwise direction or the anti-clockwise direction. It's up to you. Now 1 2 3 I have placed there. Then there is a connection of this line and extended lines. This triangle and that angle at 3 angles there is extended line. So you come back from 3 to 4 on that connection, then to next connection 5 and to next connection 6, and then come back on this line itself, that is 7 8 and 9. So what I get? 1 2 3 in one clockwise or anti-clockwise. I have taken clockwise. Let's take another one in anti-clockwise direction, 4 5 and 6, and then again anti-clockwise direction 7 8 and 9. This is cycle. This is something you can say unknown to us why we did this, but this I during my research of this subject I got by chance one design, one provision in one spiritual calendar. You know what is Vaishno Devi? You all may be knowing if you belong to Bharat. And if you belong to other countries, no problem. This is a triangle. This triangle specification is this is giving you on whatever numbers are written on each side of this triangle, including extended length. If you sum up these numbers in all these 3 sides, let us say there are 4 numbers on one side, 1 6 9 4. Add up this. 1 plus 6 plus 9 plus 4. 1 plus 6 7, 7 plus 9 16, and 16 plus 4 20. Same thing on other side. 2 5 7 6. 2 5 7 6. Add it up. 2 plus 5 7 plus 7 14 plus 6 20. On 3 side, third one is 5 8 4 3. That's 5 8 4 3. Add up. 5 plus 8 13 plus 4 17 and plus 3 20. So these 3 sides give you 20. This was mainly, I'm calling it a calculated design. So let's go to number 4 now. Number 4 is number 4. Now this is number 4 file, which says same principle, same technique on each side extended, all 4 sides extended, and these 3 cycles operated on that. So let us operate 1, 2, 3, and 4 on extended end, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you say the back one on intersection and where line and other line meet. That is 5, 6, 7, 8. Exactly. Then comes the next one on sides itself. 9, 10, 11, 12. Means these four sides numbers are over. Now add up. Let us say when we started 1, 8, 12, 5. How much it is? 1 plus 8, 9 plus 12, 21 plus 5, 26. So this is 26. Let us take another one. This is 2798. 2798. What does it mean? It means 2 plus 7, 9 plus 9, 18 plus 8, 26. You take third one. Third one here says, explanation says 7 plus 10 plus 6 plus 3. 7 plus 10, 17, 17 plus 6, 23, 23 plus 3, 26. And fourth one is 6, 5, 6, 11, 5, 4. 6 plus 11, 17, and 17 plus 5, 22, and 22 plus 4, 26. So these four sides give you a sum 26. This is in relation to four sides. Let's go to next one. That is five design. Called a pentagon. A pentagon is there, five sides. Same theory applies on that. Let us say from extended line 1 to second extended line 2, 3, and 4 and 5. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then go back 6, 7, 8, 9, right? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 at intersections. Then go back on the line itself, on lines itself. We finish at 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Our counting is over. Counting and placing this counting is over. Now let us see. Start summing up. From first one, this is 1, 10, 15, 6. Right? Add up. 1 plus 10, 11. 11 plus 15, 26. 26 plus 6 is 32. 26 plus 6, 32. Add from 2, 1. 2, 9, 11, 10. Add up. Sum up. 2 plus 9 is 11. 2 plus 9 is 11 plus 11, 22 plus 10, 32. So 2 plus 9 plus 11 plus 10 equal 32. Go to 3, 1. Sequence is 3, 8, 12, 9. 3 plus 8, 11. 11 plus 12, 23. And 23 plus 9, 32. Go to fourth one. 4, 7, 13, 8 or 8, 13, 7, 4. Let us sum it up. 8 plus 13 is how much? 21. 8 plus 13 is 21 plus 7. 21 plus 7, 28. And 28 plus 4, 32. So it makes 32. Let us go to next one. Just the explaining purpose, and I'm so why sixth one, let us say. Sixth comes in here, which say this hexagon, right? 5 was pentagon, so this hexagon. So triangle was there, rectangle or square was there, then the pentagon was there, now it's hex. One by one we are going. Each size 6 extensions. Start from 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exactly. Second one from back there. 7, 8 at intersections. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. On lines. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. This is the distribution of relevant numbers. Let us see it matches with the past. No. Let's say sequence 1. 1, 12, 18, 7. Add up. 1 plus 12 plus 18 plus 7. 1 plus 12, 13. 13 plus 18, 31. 31 plus 7, 38. Go to second sequence. 2, 11, 13, 12. 2 plus 11 plus 13 plus 12. 2 plus 11, 13 plus 13 is 26 and 26 and 12, 38. Go to next sequence. 3, 10, 14, 11. 3 plus 10, 13 and 13 plus 14 is 27. and 27 11 is 38. So it's 38. Fourth one, 4, 9, 15, 10. 4 plus 9, 13, and 13 plus 15, 28, and 28 plus 10, 38. Fifth one, 5 plus 8 plus 16 plus 9. 5, 8, 16, 9. 5 plus 8, 13, 13 plus 16, 29, 29 plus 9, 38. Then next one is 6, 7, 17, 8. 6 plus 7, 13, 13 plus 17, 30, 30 plus 8, 30 plus 8, 38. Then 1, 12, 18, 7. 1 plus 12 plus 18 plus 7. 1 plus 12, 13 plus 18, 31, 7, 38. This is regarding hexa. Means no meaning to continuously for each and every one. Let's say for a major one, that is 12. Let's say 12. Now I'm going for this is last example, 12 one. We'll start last, but for purpose of demonstration, I'm just telling you. This is a 12-sided polygon. 12-sided regular polygon I have prepared for purpose of calculations. Let us extend all these 12 sides as we did in last and place these numbers again. So let us say, my throat is dry, just for a kasrat, sorry for that. Okay, let us say 1, first extended line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All this 12. Again, come back to 13 at intersection. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Then 25 back on line, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. I will not speak on all. I speak just for one or two so that you understand, because it takes time for nothing. Let us say it started on 1, 24, 36, and 13. 1, 24, 36, and 13. If you add, sum up. 1 plus 24 plus 36 plus 31 plus 20 plus 25. 25 plus 36 is how much? 61. 61 plus 13, 74. If you go to second one, 2, 23, 25, 24. 2 plus 23 is 25. 25 plus 25 is 50. 50 plus 24 is 74. And if you go to third one, you'll get 3, 22, 26, 23. 3 plus 22, 25. 25 plus 26, 51. 51 plus 22, 74. And similarly, if you go to fourth one, 4, 21, 27, 22. 4 plus 21, 25. 25 plus 27, 52. 52 plus 20, 74. So this is working like that. You got my point. On all you can calculate. So what does it mean actually? What I want to say, you should ask me. This means when we consider three sides, right? When we consider three sides here, what we get? We get answer 20. This means 3 into 6, 18, and 2 if you add, this is 20. Same thing applies to fourth one. When you take four sides, it happens to 26. If you take fifth one, which results to you, how much? If you multiply by 6, fifth one, 5 into 6, 30, add to 32. Same thing to sixth one, you apply 6 into 6, 36, and add to 38. Now we went to 12th, we just say 12. You just multiply by 6, 12 into 6, 72, and add to 74. So is this not a mensuration formula? If you add one side, you will get a difference of 6. Because when you started at 3, it is 20. If you go to 4, it is how much? 26. 20 26, 32, 38, like that. There is step up of 6 value in each edit dimension, each edit size. It can go up to any number. For example, you take 100 sites and calculate like this. You will get same answer as 100 into 6 plus 2, 602. If you take 1000 sites, same thing, 6000 plus 2, 6002. If you take 1 crore site figure, same answer you will get. This is mathematical, no one can challenge it. It is just device I explained to you. Flow of numbers, placement of numbers in a system, in a set pattern, and that is what I'm going to tell. So this is a formula for this type of work, this type of sequence. Means if I have any number of sides, I multiply that number of sides by 6, add a value of 2, I get this result. So this I considered as a result of any number. This is a result of every number that I am considering in every case. Means whatever number, this we can say, if you know that number works on your life or anywhere, any number, that type of result will come, and interpretation of that result can be done, which explanation is not made yet. Purpose of this diagram is, this is basic diagram, and this diagram sequences have been converted to a chart type, to a tabulation type in one formula, and that file is number data. All these charts that I devised, these are just empirically generated, but these have been transformed onto Excel file using application formula, which you all know very well. And just that is a file where you enter your date of birth number, you will get a sequence. Which sequence they put up that, because in that all sides have been generated and considered. You suppose you have date 30 month, 30 month 1 for example, and 55. Somebody has that date. So we considered all these three. Date we considered, month we considered, year we considered, and a chart was formed considering this sequence, and results were there in sequence are available. Immediately you'll get those results. That is basis of this design of charts. And there you can interpret if you want. You can write anything there. We will discuss that at a later stage. But now what I'm discussing is basic. This is a different type of work I did, nothing to do with engineering, but this is a very complicated calculations. I mean, this I starting long back, and it was 1992, 93, something like that. You see, it is about now many years have gone developing this one. I did not refer to any nothing. There's no question. This is all generated by, you can say, by intuition, you may say, by occult science. You know what is occult science and intuition? You may be knowing all that. Is intuition, if you don't know, I just say in this brief explanation, it is a feeling what was going to happen. You may feel, your soul may tell, oh, something will happen like this, and that happens. That's called intuition. And so, you know, in pre-happening, at pre-stage, you feel that is going to happen. That is an occult. Occult is something else. Occult is used mind. Means people say, oh, occult nahi hai, so people say that it's something very different. Means I'm not talking of nose. Mind is different. Means no, everybody has different mind. That's called occult work. Work that cannot be seen, that cannot be that can seen by even the expression. My expression is something, but my sign might be a different one. An explanation of all these, what I explained, it has been given on file, which is here. I place two files in the same system, which are, one is number data explanation, and one is number data introduction. These two files, these are Word files. These are very old, and this is giving, this one file gives you what basic is there, what is zero circle, and how it works. Though this is a very old file at that time, though many, I had placed these documents on websites. These websites have been closed now, so there you may not get any connection. But this is only for purpose of information. I have explained what is the value of these numbers, how these could be considered, and how these work. If you go to browse these files, you may got that. But this is not mandatory at this time, because if you understand this, you may not even need this complete explanation. I named this subject in that file is DRG, THEURGY, DRG. I have taken this from mind that it is that actually which cannot be proved, which may happen, which is available not in this somewhere else. And I described about these numbers there, which are very simple and can be understood. If you have time, you can go through that. It's a brief description, not a book type, but just a reference type it is. And you can make use of that in your free time if you want. And very long explanation is given regarding these numbers, how can these operate in your life, how these work, what are their parameters, what are their attributes, and how these attributes work for you, how can you consider them. This all explanation are there, various types based on mathematical calculations. And this is a long, of course it's not an interesting one. It's not novel, it's not 10 stories or something that you can enjoy. There's nothing, no enjoyment. It will make you bore and bore and bore, and you will not feel what nonsense this is, what this, what way to do this doesn't apply to us. Yes, it will not apply to you because you are a reader, but a lot of work has been done behind that, which we may realize or not realize up to you. So I have given methods, so many things are there in this file which are of much importance to that. Now, eh, eh, these are explanations which are not end of this subject. Main thing starts. First, two things I like to explain here. Life is not easy as we think. Life is very different. See, we have to consider first of all what we are. We are human being, we know. There are two genders God designed. One is male, one is female. Right? Let us take into another consideration. I have put two diagrams there somewhere, and I named hexa, and another one is another diagram. Both are very complicated diagram in contemplation. Drawing is not complicated, contemplation is complicated. Are two machines, male and female, and both are responsible to each other. Both are responsible to this universe, and both are responsible because this has been designed by God. Without these machines, if this cease, what ceases? It's not something miraculous, I'm telling you. This is based on existence. Now, question is, what is the purpose of this? We are all machines, we know. We are all computers, we know. We are all plants, we know. We are all plants. Everybody is based on some plants inside. I say, if one is inundator, you know what is inundation? A farmer inundates. There is one inundator and there is one farm. Farm means land, cultivation land. There is a land area, there is a farm area. What farmer does? Farmers controls that land, irrigates it, and grows crops. Crops are grown on land. If no farmer is there, crops cannot be grown. If crops ground is there, no one is there, nothing happens. Both are waste. This means both are required. For example, soul and body work together. Soul rules body. Body cannot work alone. If soul leaves body, body is dead, we call it. If soul is there, doctors cannot tell you how body works. No doctor in world can tell you, because doctor is limited to allopathy only, or homeopathy or Ayurveda or whatever medical science. That is science part. That is not knowledge part. Knowledge is about science. There is someone with knowledge that produces this combined effect of body and soul. Doctor understands only body biology, only medical related issues, not soul related issues. No doctor so far in the whole world has explained how body works. He may say this is symptom, this is this, and this is that, and that is this and this and that, which is not a comprehensive explanation, and no one has explained so far, and no one shall be able to explain in coming centuries, because this is a secret of God. Body is useless without soul, Verse 5th, and soul is also useless without body. This is a combined management. If I am with soul and body both, I am called human or I am called animal. Both have both. Animals too have soul and have body. I as a human having own a body and a soul. If I am speaking, it is my soul speaking, not my body speaking. My body is used as medium. This is very simple. We are using computer as medium. Computer is not using us. We are using computer, but we are now used by computer, unfortunately. So that mistakes are caused. Same thing to my body. My body means mass or material part body plus soul. This is electronic part, you can say electromagnetic part. My electromagnetic part and my body work together. This anytime if there is a difference of both, difference of opinion in both, or difference of belief in both, they fight together. Soul lives because soul doesn't want to fight for nothing. What remains there? Useless. My body, which is dead, called dead body, it doesn't work. It cannot think. It cannot move. So soul is ruler of my body. It is right or it is wrong, I don't know. You should understand this. My body is controlled by my soul as well as by operations of natural agencies. This is mechanism. If no natural agencies are available, I cannot survive, even though I have soul. So soul plus natural agencies plus this body constituent of five elements for human being and different other animals for super beings. So there may be more elements in this for super beings only, because these five elements are meant only for those who just want to survive and do nothing, enjoy life. I mean, what I was saying, if I consider my soul as my ruler, yes, it is ruler, it's my government, it's my power. That ruler is further there to be governed by someone else. And in sequence, it goes on and goes on and goes on, and you reach where my father, mother, all had this name, this God is sitting. It may be in whatever form, there's no form, it's a soul, power, superpower. I call it mother, I call it father, I call it Shiva, Vishnu, Brahma, Jesus Christ, or whatever I call it, Allah. I don't mind about that. It's my choice, just like my father gave me a name and your father and mother gave you a name. It's the same thing, just a name, nomination, it doesn't matter, whatever. This power is, what a characters, the power that energy has, that is most important. Power is, I am there and my soul is there and my nature is there. What I am saying is, apart from this number subjects, it is just go to male and female. One is inundator and this is farm owner. Who works more? Who has been given more responsibility for purpose of this universe, not for purpose of family extension? I'm not talking that. I am talking that proportion of activities, proportion of responsibilities for purpose of this universe generation is enjoyed by female more than male. People call in our country female as mother. Of course, mother is illiterate stage, but they call Devi. Do you accept this? If you do accept this, fine. If you do not accept this, also that is also fine, no problem. There is no compulsion, no force to accept anything, because in imaginary world, nothing can be forced to be accepted. This is an imaginary, hypothetical world I'm talking. I'm not talking real world. Real world is different. This is a dream world, you can say, but dream world is real in life. This world is temporary, where I am living and you are living. This temporary world has to be left forever. That is a definite, that is a certain result, a certain answer. I have to leave this world. I am here only for a few decades, few years, and then I have to leave. I know it. Everybody knows it. Birth time brings death time also. This is a confirmed answer. No one can come to this world without a specified date of leaving this world. That is called plan. We do in engineering, we schedule out plan, we chart out, we write date of start, date of this activity, date of that activity, and all activities, and date of testing and commissioning, and then date of handover or completion, whatever you say. Same thing is done on our machine project, human being. I have gone through some details of a specific chamber that has been built, a closed chamber, a dark chamber without light, without any feedback, without any support, that chamber which is called woman chamber, woman reality. Have you ever gone through that? Being a human being, what does that portion do? Forget about something else which you may understand. I'm not talking, I'm completely talking scientifically. I have some I have some extracted information that there are certain powers operating all time into those, and those powers are related to soul words. Those power related to invisible world which cannot be seen by eyes but can be seen by negative eyes. There are two types of eyes everybody has there exactly, and in the same way there is different type of minds one has. I have two eyes, physical eyes, these backed by retina, and there's another eye which is spiritual eyes behind these eyes. Those spiritual eyes are more important. Sometimes you see what happens, you are sitting in a relaxed mood, your eyes are closed, but even then you can see something. For temporarily, that stage is called sleeping stage, and awakened stage. In between, there is a stage, sandwich stage of eyes, which shows you certain views, certain seen in color form. I'm talking of that stage. There is an eye behind eyes, there's a mind behind mind, there's a soul behind soul. This is structure of our system in which we are living. Just like in engineering, we say this is supported by that. In companies, they say this is head of company and is supported by this executive head and is further supported by this and goes to staff down. Same thing, we have a kind of spiritual structure, soul structure, which is an electromagnetic structure supported by top one, supported by top to further top and then down to further down. What I have to say, there are 12 spiritual powers, 12 devis, 12 strengths, 12 superpowers work in that chamber. Names are available, but we will use same names, but their definitions of responsibilities shall be understood by us only, because those documents which I worked through could not get such type of job descriptions for these powers. That power is, let us say, in orthodox type, they say there is a overall control of Kali in that. Agreed. There is a control of Kali from, not from inundator side, but from farmer side, farm side, area, landfill side, land side. You say. I'm talking, not talking farmer side. Farmer is different. Job of land is more than farmer. If that land is not fertile, if that land is not well maintained, it will not work. There are, you can say, let us start some external areas which says Kali, comprising of, one is Durga, then there is China Masta, then there is Bagla, Moki, and Matangi. These are external forces. Their job descriptions, their responsibilities shall be taken up later on. I'm just giving names at this stage just to let you apprise that something of that sort is also existing, which is question of faith. That cannot be compelled that you accept that or not accept that. I am also not sure about that, but I'm just transmitting this to you that something is there. If something is there, means somebody must have worked on that as a research work. Some scientist or some research person in that field might have worked on that. That is why that has been documented somewhere, and we find that, and without which this world doesn't move. So these are external forces there, which I explained. Then goes to intermittent forces, internal forces. This goes, for example, after I just named to Maitangi, then there is Nahagin Agande. Nahagani Anandi, which is a complete area where it is a transmission area. Then there is a chamber area, which there are three powers located in. One is called Bhuvan Ishwari, one is called Mahalakshmi, and one is called Sohodahashi. And then if you come out, and there is a chain of our system that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I explained to you before. In that chain, there are two which are named Kali and Tara again. So these are there related to that. There's a feeding unit, there's a processing plant in connection to these that is known as Gayatri. So how many are there? There are 12. These 12 forces automatically come into action during required time when needed. This is theory behind a woman is called Devi, because it's not simply calling Devi, there is a work of Devis. Everybody is connected to that one. And this is work of nature, work of superpower. Because whatever is happening here is not direct work of here. If I was doing something, you are doing something, some scientist is working, someone else is working. It is not because that person is scientist that person is working. No, that person is scientist. Only we call him scientist, but that person is scientist. You know, there is superpower which already framed with scientist. That person. That person has got capability from above itself, and that capability will reveal here or not by certain method. Otherwise, no one is, we are nothing. I am talking to you not because I am talking, I know it. No, I don't know it. I am nothing. I am zero minus. There is some force on me which has to make use of myself and use of yourself in your job, in your work, in your life activity. That power is responsible for whatever you are doing. I am not doing anything myself. I cannot do because I am not independent of nature. I am not independent of forces working for me. I am not in isolation. I am in a network created by superpower, and that's all. If that superpower wants me to do something, I have to do something. If that superpower doesn't want, I will not do something. It's up to him. If I get energy from there, I will use that energy. If I don't get information from there, I cannot use. I am nothing. My brain will work only when I get feed from there. It does it or not. But we have pride in ourselves. All our pride. Oh, it's my. I'm doing this. I did that. Okay. Call it yourself. Even if you get credit, what is there? Tell me. What you get? If I say, oh, I have been awarded this prize, so what I do? I am a Nobel laureate. Okay, thank you. You are Nobel laureate. So welcome. That's it. If you are a Nobel laureate, what shall you do? You are Nobel laureate because you had some quality, you had some achievement, but don't think that achievement was done by you. No, you could not do that. No one in this world can do anything without support of nature and superpower and wish and will of superpower. It's like we are machines. I'm just telling you. They are talking of Internet of Things now, 5G, but there are maybe 25G in superpower. They are jumping, oh, 5G, we are bringing 20 times of speed of 4G, and we are doing that much. We are going to establish Internet of Things, this and that and this. All craze. We are not going to do anything. It's all Almighty that is doing. What is my value? What is your value? We have nothing. Even I am an engineer. Oh, it's nothing. Okay, because he wanted me to. I have to work for him. Same thing. So there should be no degree of pride in one. Because everybody is being used. On our own, we cannot do anything. I am living only if my nose is working and respiration is there, my heart is working, my mind is working. If all this stop working, what can I do? Also, doctor, he has gone of this sickness and that sickness. He will give his medical prescription of this happen investigation report. But it's not that. No doctor on earth so far has understood what is soul. Nobody has understood. No doctor on earth so far has explained to people how brain works. Nobody has. Believe me, no one has done it. No doctor on earth so far has analyzed whole body together. how it functions. Similarly, nothing is known to human being about how this works, how man dies, what happens. Nobody knows. They will explain irrelevant issues. This happened, and in that case, this happened. Forget that. No one has seen anything. No doctor can tell you how it takes 9 months and what happens in 9 months. They will test everything and tell you this is that is this. But no one says how man lives. If now I am living body and after some time I am dead body, what is difference? Has some doctor explained this? Has some religious guru explained this? Nobody has logically explained. This means we are still at very low development of spiritual stage. We can go to temple and pray, we say this is spiritualism. We can go to mosque and pray, we say this is spiritualism. No, this is not a spiritualism, this is deceptionism. God doesn't stay in temple, God doesn't stay in mosque, God stay in you, and you stay in God. God doesn't need any mosque or temple or churches. This is something else. My body is temple, my body is church, my mind is temple, my mind is God. Because you are a production of someone else. I am not produced by myself. There's no one who produced me. Similarly, nobody produced you. Nobody knows how you born. Nobody knows anything. I believe in soul, but I have not seen soul. I believe in mind, but I have not seen mind. I believe in eyes, but I don't know how I see. They say, oh, you see color and this and that. They will give their professional explanation. But factual explanation, nobody knows. I am respirating. I don't know how I'm respirating. Who is giving this force? Oh, you are respirating air. It is polluted air. And because of your respiration, you are living. Man dies, goes away. Nobody knows where he is goes. He is gone and where how he has gone. Nobody knows. My saying is just say we are a full body, but how much I am eating? I am eating hardly two chapatis, three chapatis, or some rice and some vegetable or some fish or chicken. Whatever you take, it's up to you. Very small if you see comparison volume of this body and comparative volume of food you are taking, it's very small, just like car takes very small petrol, 1 liter, 2 liter, 10 liters. It keeps on moving. Same thing with the body. This body is such a design that small quantity of food keeps you happier for 12 hours or 10 hours. So what we have made of ourselves? We are just a production of someone to work for someone. And that someone is our power of God. This is what is spiritualism. This is what is soulism. I am supported by a soul created by that superpower. Soul, and that soul is having some strength, that energy is supplied by superpower. That is what we are. What pride in this? When I have no control on anything on my own, then why I claim something? I have no control on my body. I have no control on my soul. I have no control on my school of thoughts. I have no control on my dreams. I have no control on my whether I am sick or I will be happier. I don't have any control on anything in the future and past. Something past cannot control, it's gone. Present I am not understanding. Future I don't know. This is life. See, past has gone. We do not discuss. We want to discuss only if this could happen or this could not happen, like that. We don't even we forget past. It happens. But present we don't understand. What present is? It's so slow. Present is always so slow. Past is imagination, history. Future we cannot say what is going to happen. We can predict only. Prediction is not future. Spiritual science or soul science are our backup supports. If I lose something, that will give me answer. This means I am not alone here. They say my door is someone's else, my control is somebody else control. That's right. I am hung up. I am hanging. That person is pulling me up and down all the time. Do this, do that, do this, and explaining to me into our mind, which is just a silicon chips type structure, but not a living structure. If soul operates on that, strength operates on that, only then I can understand. Oh, that energy is also there, which gives me strength to work. If that energy is not there, I shall not be able to talk to you, talk to someone else, forget doing work. Soul is very complicated, just like people misunderstand yoga, people misunderstand soul. Yoga is related to soul, but these gurus are misinformation everything. They are telling yoga. Yoga is not yoga, what they are saying. We are using this term yoga abusingly. What is yoga? Yoga is summation. Sum up, add, yoga, add or minus. Both algebraical sum is called yoga. But what algebraic sum they are teaching you? Exercises, pranayam. This is yoga. This is not yoga. This is just physical exercise in which concentration power is increased. You may say that this is a training of your body. They are instructing you to train your body so that you do enhance your concentration power. Yes, it is enhanced by that. If you perform these yoga exercises, you will have some change into your body, physical body. That would do. Indeed, if you walk 5 6 kilometers a day in daytime, you try someday. If you cannot, if you feel, your feeling will change during walking itself. If I am walking, I just heat up. I walk for 1 kilometer, 2 kilometer, my energy will dissipate away. I'll get air, I'll drink some water, and my mind will be lubricated, dehydrate, then lubricate, dehydrate, and then lubricate. As much as intake I take of air, I take of water, intake of sun, my body will immediately keep changing and I'll feel fresh up. Though I was sweating, but I'll feel fresh when I come back home after walking 6 kilometers. I say I'm really fed up and take some fan to close down, to cool down my body, which is sweating up. But I'll feel fresh. This means activity is also important for purpose of making up your mind and body. If I don't do that, I feel tired. One day, if I suppose I have a habit of walk, I have to study, I have to do something, and I stop for 2 3 days, I feel different, and oh, I don't know, I feel regretful. But if you start again, you will feel little difficulty. After you will resume that. That is called tuning of your life. See, earning money is one part of life, but earning your mind and soul is another part of life. If your soul is efficient, your mind is efficient, your body is efficient, your contemplation of thought is efficient, you can do whatever you want. You can use your time to your best satisfaction. You don't be nervous. You can think over whatever problems are exposed to you, and you will try to analyze, and find solutions. That is called life performance. If I keep sleeping, oh, I'm so tired, I cannot walk today, I cannot walk today, I don't want to go to office, I don't want to work, you will keep sleepy. It's up to you. It's your soul informs you what you do, and your soul also says if you don't do this will happen. But you cannot understand. Your soul talks to you all the time. Your strength talks to you all the time. But you do not understand because you believe in physical, not in spiritual, not in soul work. Soul work can help you to an extent you cannot help yourself. It is so. But what happens? We destroy this aspect. 95% of people generally consume alcohol, consume non-vegetarians, consume a part of drugs, consume such consumable such items which are not pro soul, which are against soul. And these just harm you. I am not preaching that don't take this and don't take that. I am just telling that happens up. I experienced that. Soul understanding is not that easy. It cannot be understood in temple or mosque. It can be understood by you only. If you understand soul, you can increase your efficiency, you can increase your contemplation, you can increase your physical activity, and you can do a high degree of thinking, increase your mind power, increase your activation power, increase your memory power. Of course, too much use of mind sometimes impacts memory, but that is because of active cells. If your active cells are 100% active full day, memory becomes difficult. If your half cells are working, half are not working, you may say there's a chance that you can memorize things. Why kids can memorize everything? Because kid is not thinking anything. When you go to school, you are young, you are too young. Your responsibility is just study, nothing else. Enjoy life. They call golden period. Golden period means you are not thinking for your life. You are dependent on decisions to be made by your parent, others, and they are taking the responsibility of your part. Because you are kid, you cannot do on your own. That period is very free. You enjoy films, you enjoy computers, games, you enjoy all that, and you don't enjoy your studies, in fact, which you should enjoy. Because you don't want to study, don't want to use your mind. You're not habitual to use your mind. That age, that is infant age. Of course, you can't be. You are too. You are not responsible. You just like all those activities which give pleasure. You go to play in your street, play with your friends, and do all types of things and raise questions which are, of course, realistic but cannot be answered. That portion of mind in child, which mind is not developed very well, but it works. Therefore, a child is very dynamic all day. He has got energy. He wants to dissipate or consume that energy. He has no other activity. That child has no other activity here to consume. So that child wastes this energy in extracurricular activities. You may not say waste, consume. You can say because I use wrong word. Actually, it's a right of child to enjoy, and that child runs and jumps and does this and that and talks me to this and that. Means that energy cannot be digested without work. It will be game, it will be something that energy will digest it. Similarly, adults and all those, we have energies. This energy must be stored in, and that can be stored in if used in. If it's not used in, it's a headache on you, it's a burden on you. That energy can be used by body as well as by mind. Child can memorize everything. All you can say he can memorize, but he can analyze. Problem is that memory and analysis are two things. If you have memory, you cannot. You have no logic. Kids will tell you, "Oh, show me, please pick up this poem, skip this story." This student will tell you everything. If you ask at random some student, "Tell me what is this," that student will not reply. Only intellectual student can reply because that one has studied, that was and understood, taking into use analytical powers. But students generally don't use analytical powers. Even ourselves don't use analytical powers. And analysis is the root of life. If I don't analysis, I'm wasting my time. Means I am using information, I'm getting on someone and working into that. That's all. That is post office. Means I'm not using my mind. If I use my mind, I think on every aspect of life, every problem, every issue. Suppose there are 10 problems for 20 questions. I have to understand those 10 problems first. Once I understand what is behind those problems, this is analysis. Once I find analytical factors, I can solve them. I can put input. I can supply input to those analytical problems and find answers. That is analysis. And answers when you get and use those answers into your, that is synthesis. So analysis and synthesis. Analytical power is more important, and that power is supplied to you from synthetic power of soul. Soul is synthetic power. I just take it into this consideration. Soul is not analytically coming to you, it is coming to you in a package form. But your mind is a medium that can analyze that. Your mind is a software that can screen out that soul contents, and this facts or this information that is being received by this instrument called oracle is transmitting information to your analytical equipment, that is mind or brain or whatever it is. You can then work upon that using your internal soul, internal power that is coming through your 1 to 6. That is called analytical power. That is called power of soul. That is called power of soul strength. And that is your property which you have to use. Externally operating system soul, you cannot catch yourself. You have to first take that into your body and then use it. Once it comes to your body, it is your right to use that. Outside your body, you cannot control it because this is natural. Nature supplies to you it regularly, dedicatedly, devotedly. It doesn't stop it, but we stop it. God never stops supply of energy to anyone. It doesn't stop. I stop. It's like supply of electric current in our home, supply from water supply into our tap. We close tape well because we don't need that time. but what remains there? Same thing happens to free supply of soul through system to my mind and to my organs. I stop taking when I sleep. I don't need that. I'm sleeping. I am relaxing. I don't need that. But when I am in stress, oh, I think oh, I'm in stress. I cannot work. Why you are in stress? My question is that you are in stress because you feel you are in stress. There can be no stress to human being if you are going on all steps. You are missing steps and you forget answers. That gives you panic. Where I wasn't right. Therefore, regularity is a must. If you are doing something, don't avoid anything there. You have to locate all problems yourself. That is sound. Sound exists everywhere, in every portion of my body, in every molecule, in every electron, in every elemental part of my body and my soul. I am merged in that. I am not body alone. Internally as well as externally, I am merged with that super Ganga, you may say. I mean, just using Ganga for purpose of creation, superpower. Ganga of soul, soul Ganga, not water Ganga. This is mine, in me and out me. They call भगवान आपके दिल में है कहते हैं ना. Same thing here. Soul is in your heart. It is working with me. It's my support. It's not asking me for any payment or something. It's supporting me full time during sleep also it is supporting me. But it is my because I am organized in the body which cannot be so resultful or so fruitful that full time I can work. I am a body of material. I am a body of blood. I am a body of bones. I need some rest because I am equipment. I need maintenance. Sleeping is also maintenance. This is requirement of life. So soul is our redundantly available. Redundantly means more than required. It's available. Something is available for us. I don't value that. If something is in our hand, I don't respect that. We look for something else in that case. If we have some capability in us and we don't recognize that capability, we will find that capability somewhere else. Oh, we don't have this and we won't have that. But we will not analyze ourselves, we will not review our own. If you review our own, we'll try so many information that belongs to me and you, but we are not able to find that. That is weakness. Soul system is very vast. It applies to all us. You know, we see dreams. Have you ever noticed or contemplated why we see dreams? Why, who shows us dreams? You say, oh, this is dream, this is just you open eyes and it's gone. Yes, it is gone, but it was there. How you say it is gone? It is gone from your eyes, but it has not gone from your brain. It has not gone from your envelope. It is your part, stored part, and it can open any time. Just think on that. If you have an analytical power, it will repeat again. It will repeat, come back again after some time. You might have noticed. If there is some dream which wants to tell you something and it disappears because you open your eyes or you did not understand during its view, what do you think? It's gone? It's not gone. It will there because this is for you. It is your messenger. It's for you. You cannot avoid that. But you cannot understand that as well. You take it lightly, overlook, condemn. Oh, this is dream, nothing for me. What I do with this? Your dream. Dream. When you say I'm living in this world, what is guaranteed that this is not dream? I am living on earth. What is surely that this is not dream? Tell me. Because continuously I'm living here. Also, no dream I can see only when I sleep. Or probably you are sleeping here and that is the real life. This can also be a possibility. Think that way. Scientists think this way. Real people think this way. Think everything in reverse direction. Could be I am in this dream for 60, 70 years and that sleeping period is reality. Who knows? We'll know when we go there. But this is just an imagination. Dream world is not really a dream. There are so many dreams, so many classes of dreams, which you can understand yourself, no one can teach you. You should have a habit to read those dreams. In those dreams, you will find support from nature, support from superpower. These informations are available in those. When you are intelligent, you are brilliant, you are working hard, you are thinking hard, you have this 18-meter ball which I told you, on an average person gradually increases up as you take higher educations. This may increase up to any height. You can develop your dreams, your oracle to any size you can dream. You may be feeling, I was traveling my dream on sea and I was flying in some ship. I was flying in some airship. I saw this, I saw skies, I saw this. You have a happen, it happens sometimes. Or you meet so many people you don't know who they were. How could you see them if you don't know them? This means you go somewhere in your oracle. If the oracle is very developed, suppose you are very brilliant person, philosopher, having high studies and think and thinking power, keep thinking, you may develop your oracle even crossing Jupiter, Sun, etc. during your sleep, and you can reach there and you have a right to move in your oracle. And once your oracle is even overlapping other oracles, you see those people as well. If my must say my airport is 100 kilometers size, I can move in that 100 kilometer in my dream, and in that 100 kilometer when I dream, I move. This means there are other dreams too, other oracles too. They overlap each other, they interlink each other, and they enter into that one. I see those oracles, and I say they see my oracles, and so there is a different type of management, different type of interweavings. I see other one, they see mine. Also, I saw someone there. Yes, there was no relation, but I met him. Yes, I met him, and sometimes that person could appear, and I said, "Oh, I saw somewhere. I don't know." Yes, I saw a similar face in a dream. This happens. So you cannot say these are dreams only. This is a intermediate point, intermediate procedures, intermediate order point. It is that we are interacting with each other. Sometimes feels, oh, I saw you somewhere. This was happening with you, but really, when I got in news, it's happening. Don't you understand this? Can you take dreams just for secret? Many times it happened in my life that I got solutions of my problems which I could not find otherwise. But indication, yes, it comes as indications only. There is no definite judgment that comes out. It is your mind power, what you expect and what you pick up from that. Sometimes at a sudden I'm working and I think there's some problem, I cannot find solution. Immediately something strikes in my mind, oh, this is solution. This happens a lot. Suppose you tell me something, you are going to sleep, you are sick, you are tired, you sleep immediately, so and you sleep. And sometimes your eyes open. What I saw in my dream, I don't know. I saw something. Yes, that something was a solution to something else. That is not a dream. This is a world where your eyes cannot see, your mind can see. That world is dream. In this world, I can see by my eyes and I can think on. But in that dream, I cannot see with these eyes, but I can see with mind eyes, mental eyes. That is a dream. Dream is a very difficult science to understand. Knowledge, you can say. It is very difficult. It can, but it can recall, you can, sometime I was in standard 2 or standard 1 in KG, and I saw something there in dream, and still I remember that one. How can I remember? When I have nothing to do with that, because it is stored in my mind, it is stored in my tops, in this structure, instrument. That is, I can see that, and that is good one. This means my memory is sharp, my memory is good. I can hold it for decades. It doesn't go over my mind. It should be lucky. It shouldn't go over your no, it's my capacity. This indicates your capacity. But what happens in working life, our whole day or wherever even night shift is there, mind keeps busy, active. It doesn't allow your cells to work explosively. Only that capacity you are using. Somebody is using 10% mind, somebody is using 15% mind, and on a medically they say it's 16% mind average when he's using. But you being a scholar, you being a hard worker, you being a very good professional, you measure mind's 50% capacity, 60 to 70, 80% capacity. In that portion, you lose your memory because your cells are so dynamically activated. They don't allow passive memory to come out into that and suppress passive memory temporarily until these active cells settle. This happens when you settle, you relax. In relaxed stage, you find certain real answers to your problems. That is what is vision of this. And there are so many other talks I can make in this and shall make. For example, this Hexa talk I have not completed yet, and this Devis about women I did not complete yet. I was just completing the yugas and how yugas work, and some diagrams I have given. There are more diagrams that is related to which diagram is that I have given. One is in this universe design, which was there's a this one number design. There is a soul sketch. There are solid sketches. This is solid sketch 2, solid sketch 3. There are three solid sketches I have given. In this, what I have shown is one regarding where human being is. It shows how this is a diagram only. This nothing means how solar energy moves in human being. I have put this indicative diagram on this and a circle around which is indicating about spherical arrangement in universe. And in human being, I have put certain points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and these points I have described functions of these. And these points are very important for you to understand. This is, for example, I have written this. I will send you. This is I have the number one that says genital location in that for human being. Number one is genital location. Number two is seminal location. Number three is navel location. Number four is heart location. Number five is guts location. Number six is head location. Number seven is overhead aura location. Number eight is complete system location. Number nine is zero circle is sphere location. Number zero is zero circle is sphere location. These locations have been source to resource to location in human body is shown in this one, and soul zone is called. These are various locations in this diagram. Then it says there are planet orbit 1, planet orbit 2 means if you go outside this, all planets are available in your planet means in your system itself there are 9 planets. It is answer to that one. And then there is a file which is also showing complete solar system and human where it is located. And this solar system is located some superpower that are in Trinity. And this zero circle is mentioned here, zero sphere. That is sphere in this diagram. And the further diagram is there, which is an extension of this. Just for purpose of explanation, in one diagram it cannot be accommodated. One solar system is attached to other solar system. This attachment complete research work is shown there. These three diagrams make you an understanding that we are not alone and we have some connection to planets and we have some connections to soul and other souls. These diagrams are indicating that, which is very important from point of view of understanding, because no one is alone in this universe. Everybody has some connections or connections. There shall be other moments. These diagrams you have to see yourself first. Only then you can understand. I am using different type of video in which I am placing URLs in relation to whatever discussion I am making. I am not showing direct projections of those because I don't have that source with me and I cannot manage that. You have to read those documents. This is the benefit of this video, that I can place writings also along with videos. So if you have time, you read them. It's up to your interest. I'm not forcing anybody. See, you have to do something in your life to understand something. You read newspaper, you watch TV, you watch TV, you go to play, you do something, you go to gymnasium, you go to some other place for a round, you eat food, you sleep, you do all activities you do in life. So this is also a part of activity. Understanding, aspiring for knowledge, jumping oneself to get knowledge. These are very important parts of life because knowledge is not limited to education only. Knowledge is not limited to school or college or university only. Knowledge is limited to whole life. There is no end to knowledge, and knowledge goes with you, body doesn't go with you. Knowledge is more reasonable, more valuable. Don't compare or weigh in terms of money. Compare in terms of your mind, and power of your mind increases, and you can do better than if you have knowledge. If you have small knowledge, you will do small. If you have high degree of knowledge, you will feel better. Then you can be able to pick up other people and teach them. Knowledge is knowledge. No, no equality to that, no comparison to that. This subject of soul I have selected because this subject is not available anywhere in such a form. If I talk to someone, oh, you're talking numerology. Oh, no, I'm not talking numerology. Oh, okay, astrology. No, I'm not talking. I am neither astrologer. I am nor numerologist. I am nor pandit. I am nor Fengu, future. What? Nothing. Nothing at all. I don't believe in all this because these are just indicative subjects. Palmistry cannot solve your problem. Tantra cannot solve your problem. Pandit's mantra cannot solve your problem. No one can solve any problems. It is only your problem and you have to solve it. And if it is not solved in one step, don't worry. Don't be disheartened. It will solve because it has to solve. That is why it is a problem. It solves one day when you reach that solution. Because you miss some efforts, you cannot solve it. And you are unable to know what efforts you missed. That is the only reason that you are unable to solve, but it takes time. This is solved or be resolved. So it happens. Somebody will come and solve for you if you are not able to solve that. Because this problem has to be solved. This type of things. We cannot limit ourselves to teachings what we got from schools and colleges. We have to get our own work, our own acts. Once you start understanding, well, you make your habit to use your mind. See, important thing is using mind. We are not using minds fully. We come out of colleges, we are taught something. We don't have more than that energy after that, after studies to go further for that. Oh, okay, I'll take postgraduate admission only then I will. No, that is a formal study. That is a limited study. In 2 years, 3 years, you cannot learn anything. Because college is not 24 hours teaching you. They are teaching you few hours only. And that is full time. They call full time. You are not working there, you are learning. But working teaches you, your own efforts teach you, you become your own teacher, self teacher, you don't depend upon others, you try to learn yourself, make a habit of self learning. Self learning, self aspirations, once you start such habit of self learning, you will do whatever you want to do. And earning source are very, very different. No defined sources there, all undefined sources are here. Defined sources are very limited, undefined sources are unlimited. That is way a soul works with. My soul is not easy to understand, like your soul is not to understand. The soul is a power. It's a supplied power by supplier's owner, God. God is my supplier's owner. That supplies to me this. It doesn't stop any time when supply is required. This happens. So you should not think that things are done automatically. Nothing is done automatically. You have to do accordingly. You have to use your soul. Even if you are tired, you are lazy, you want to sleep, and once you start something at random, your sleep will go away, your headache will go away, your sickness will go away. I tried and see it. How you energize further. By same energy you had silence now, passive at that time, and once you start doing something within few moments, it starts activated. It activates. It activates because you want it to activate it. There's a message left in your soul that don't sleep, come on, I want to do this work. And don't tell someone, just start doing. What happens is we try to inform everything to everyone. This doesn't allow us because we have a degree of, oh, I am going to do this and I am going to do this. I am explaining to that person all my what I want to do, which is not correct. This time it is I have to see and question. Well, I think you may be feeling bored now, and I think it is quite long that many issues are left here with which cannot be taken up. in just the time of 2 hours. And I like that you have another video next time, because already about 2 hours over, and I don't want to keep it hanging for so much long period. And you cannot see this video just in 2 hours, because nobody has time to sit for 2 hours and waste time. I'm saying waste. This is not essential subject for you people. This is an optional subject. But my job is to coordinate with you, to apprise you with that. That's all. I'm not saying you be behind this. It's your option, your interest. You will prefer only that is helpful to you. It's not helpful you immediately, but it is something that can make you better in future. So take your time. Don't depend upon me. First understand what life is, what soul is, what body is. Once you understand soul, once you understand spirit, once you have confidence in you, and even if you don't have confidence in you, by understanding all these, that you make your confidence, you augment your confidence, you augment your working capacity, you augment your thinking capacity, you augment your writing capacity and your logical capacity and your argument capacity. That is all what is required. Solve is not easy. It's not physics or chemistry or formula already available. It is something that has to be sorted out, charted out. It works with you all the time. It helps you all the time. But it needs patience and everything. So we will take up all other remaining issues and applications, many examples in next talk. And in this talk, I'm just concluding now with a hope that, of course, you are getting boredom, I know, because this subject is not cinema, film, or serial article of any natak. This is very boring and very boring subject, which I also feel. But what is fun if you don't have boring work? If you don't, all works are boring. No work is entertaining. If you do activities, right? Oh, I am too tired. If it is boring work, you are tired. If it's not boring work, shall you be tired? If it is enjoy, you are enjoying working, shall you get tired? You will not get tired. Because it was boring, it was against your wishes, you don't want to do, but you're forced to do because you're doing a job. That's it. So, dear friends, I just close it now. Thank you for your kind cooperation and your time. Closing, and next time we'll meet you. Maybe tomorrow or some other time, and I'm ready for next talk. And I'll see what else can we discuss with you, confer with you, and we'll see you. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Goodbye.